The other thing I was just going to mention, just in quick passing, because of the intricate part that organic can play, is in the whole thing of climate change. We're not going to get much mediation on climate change. We don't have much recognition right now of climate change, but actually I'm growing watermelons over 30 pounds in Montana now, and that's something different that I haven't seen before. So it's not all bad, you see. But anyway, I think that if we aren't going to get much mediation, but one thing we could mediate it with was if every farm in the world converted to organic, we would have so much carbon sequestration and the production of chemical fertilizers, which is a big contributor to greenhouse gases. We would, with that single effort, more than mediate the problem more than any of all the rest of the proposals put together, and it would be an amazing difference over the course. But since that's not happening right away, the thing that I think that we can utilize with our organic farms is to see what nature's doing. In our area, the plants and the insects and everything are moving north. They're being more hardy. Those that were not hardy enough to be in our areas are starting to show up because the winters aren't as tough. So on our farm, we're starting to experiment with spring growing crops planted in the fall, because the rains in the spring are running out too quick and it's getting too hot too soon, and spring crops are going to get more risky. So those are some of the things that we can look at what nature does and imitate. But anyway, I didn't mean to get on that, because that doesn't have much to do with food, except to say that organic is really more than just a one type of solution. It really is a solution to many, many problems, and the food is just one of them. So in conclusion, what will be the future of our food? At least with wheat, the choices are clear. We have the choice between heirloom and ancient wheats and modern wheat in growing the seed. In the production, we have the choice between heavy chemical industrialized farming or organic farming. In processing, we have the choice between a heavy emphasis on efficiency and processing of our food in any way to make more money, or we have going back and looking at heritage ways and former ways of doing it that actually produce better products. So those are the choices. You know, 2,300 years ago in ancient Greece, Hippocrates said that food should be your medicine and medicine should be your food. There's an ancient Indian adage that has a very similar principle. Their thought is that if you eat good food, you don't have a use for medicine or a need for medicine. But if you eat poor food, even the medicine will not help you. And I think that the more we understand that, the more that we can sort of drive the needle in our favor. So the question then in the end is, will we continue down the industrial path of cheaper food and plentiful food, guaranteed, or will we start to demand nutritious food and healthy food to solve some of our other problems? You know, in Washington right now, the debate is raging over healthcare system. What's the best kind of healthcare system? I think, in my opinion, is, as usual, in Washington, they're asking the wrong questions. The question should not be, what is the best healthcare system? The question should be, why are so many people sick? And this is what I think we should focus on. And I think food holds one of the keys to that. So you folks here, and most of you are already converts, you vote every day you go to the store with your food dollars on the food system. When you surround your table with your friends and your family, you have a choice to increase their health and their nutritional vitality by what you feed them, and you make the right choice on that. And also, you have the choice to help heal the planet. And I thank you for that, because it's what I live on. It's what we all live on. Some of us are making our livings directly from the soil, and we see it every day. Others are affected by it in ways they don't even think about, but should. And I know that many of you do and appreciate it, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart very, very much. Thank you.